forgotten me.
No. How could I?
You have forgotten who you are, and so forgotten me. Look inside yourself, Simba. You are more than what you have become. You must take your place in the circle of life.
How can I go back? I'm not who I used to be.
Remember who you are.
Simba, do you want to know what the Sermon on the Mount means? I honestly do want to know so bad. Can you explain this to me? The meaning that it has is that the Sermon on the Mount outlines the right ways for us to approach God and to deal with other people. Jesus said the truly fortunate people are those who are rich in the things that matter to God, not those who have money, power, popularity, or fame. Just like your father said, the things that are important in God's kingdom are often the opposite of the worldly things we find so attractive.
Father, is that you I hear calling me? Yes, my son. Simba, my son, you will perfect and fulfill my old law. But how, Father? How will I do that? You will emphasize its spirit and intent rather than stressing a strict interpretation of the law. You will intensify it and set a higher standard of love, my son. You will perfect this law by teaching my law of love, which extends loving to even one's enemy. I understand, my Father. I will fulfill and perfect your law and spread it to all people, regardless of who they are.
Now, let me explain to you what a law is. A law is a system of rules that a particular country or community recognizes as regulating the actions of its members and may enforce by the imposition of penalties. It serves as an objective standard outside ourselves which measures our actions. Natural law is our reasoned participation in God's eternal law. It's the foundation of our human rights and expresses our human dignity. Sometimes we tend to use our freedom in the wrong ways and make irresponsible choices by impacting our morals. Simba, my son, I come here to tell you the new law is also a law of freedom. It enabled us to be children of God we are called to be. What does that mean? It helps us strengthen our friendship with Jesus so we can hear his voice that calls us to love. And through the Holy Spirit, it teaches us how to act lovingly towards others. I'm here to tell you something, Simba. In order to have freedom, we must be responsible. Sometimes we tend to use our freedom in the wrong ways, making an irresponsible choice, impacting our morals. Freedom makes us responsible for our actions, whether they're intentional or unintentional. Okay, Father, I understand what you ask of me. Thank you, my son. Now spread the knowledge with others around you so they too can understand.